Have you ever wondered why certain situations seem to repeat in your life? Or why some people always trigger the same emotions and reactions in you? Today, I'll be discussing the mirror principle, the idea that the external world deeply reflects what is happening within you. Everything we see in our circumstances, in the people we interact with, and in the challenges we face mirrors our deepest beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. Today, you'll have the chance to get to know yourself better, confronting aspects of yourself that you may have ignored or underestimated. The mirror principle reveals how we can understand life in a new way, one that we can consciously shape from within. Now, I invite you to reflect and look deeply within yourself with sincerity and courage. Are you ready to see your life as a mirror reflecting your true self? Within each of us exists an essential duality, a part we call light and another we call shadow. Carl Jung described the shadow as those aspects of our personality that we repress or deny, often out of fear, shame, or lack of awareness. However, these parts don't disappear. They continue to manifest in our lives, especially through what we see reflected in the world around us. The mirror principle teaches us that what bothers or disturbs us in another person or situation is often a reflection of something within ourselves that we haven't yet integrated. When we see aspects of our shadow projected onto the external world, we have the opportunity to bring these elements into the light of consciousness. For example, if you feel anger towards someone who acts arrogantly, this anger may be showing you a part of yourself that struggles with feelings of inferiority or that represses your own self-confidence. The next time something or someone triggers a strong negative emotion in you, ask yourself, what is this situation showing me about myself? Is this something I need to acknowledge within me? This exercise may feel uncomfortable, but it's transformative. By bringing the shadow into consciousness, you begin to integrate these aspects and see real changes in what the mirror of life reflects back to you. Light is always present too. What we admire in others, what sparks joy, respect, or love within us, is also a reflection of what already exists within us. The mirror principle is not limited to our emotions or our relationship with ourselves. It manifests in every area of life, relationships, health, career, and even finances. Every aspect of our reality is a direct reflection of our internal beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious. In relationships, for instance, the people we encounter often act as mirrors, showing us something about ourselves. If someone in your life triggers feelings of rejection or insecurity, this might reveal a deep-seated belief of unworthiness that you carry. On the other hand, if you feel loved and accepted in a relationship, it reflects your own ability to love and accept yourself. Everything we see in others is an opportunity to see something about ourselves. In health, the body also reflects the internal state of the mind and emotions. Physical conditions can mirror unresolved emotional tensions. Chronic anxiety, for instance, may reflect inner fears that need to be faced. By observing how your body responds to your emotions, you can discover what needs internal healing. In career and finances, our beliefs about worthiness, personal value, and abundance are deeply connected to the outcomes we see. If you face persistent financial difficulties or feel stuck in your career, it might be helpful to reflect on what limiting beliefs are shaping this reality. Often, what holds us back from external prosperity is a deeply rooted belief that we are not deserving of success or that life is full of scarcity. Take a moment to think about a specific area of your life where you feel dissatisfaction. Ask yourself, what is this situation showing me about my beliefs? What thoughts and emotions am I holding that may be creating this reality? Write down your reflections and try to identify patterns. This exercise is a powerful first step toward transforming those areas of your life. Remember, external reality will always follow internal changes. As you transform your beliefs, you transform the world around you. The mirror principle finds support in spiritual traditions and in concepts from science and philosophy. One of these connections is self-fulfilling prophecy. This concept suggests that our expectations about the world and about ourselves actively shape the outcomes we experience. For example, if we believe that we are not good enough to achieve success in a certain area, we unconsciously act in ways that reinforce that belief. The opposite is also true. When we believe we are capable and deserving, our actions follow that belief, and the results reflect that confidence. Another scientific concept that aligns with the mirror principle is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself over time. forming new connections based on our experiences and thoughts. This means that when we consciously change our thought and behavior patterns, we literally alter the structure of our brain, affecting how we perceive and react to the world. When we understand that we can reprogram our mind, we become active co-creators of our reality. In Eastern philosophy, Hinduism introduces the concept of Maya, which refers to the illusion of the material world. Maya teaches us that what we see in the external world is merely a projection, a representation of what we believe to be real, but which doesn't reflect the ultimate truth. The mirror principle resonates with this idea by showing us that what we see in our external reality is a projection of our own beliefs and perceptions. In Taoism, the concept of balance between yin and yang suggests that all aspects of life contain complementary polarities, such as light and darkness, positive and negative. By recognizing that both aspects coexist and are reflections of our inner world, we can learn to accept and integrate these forces within ourselves. Now, think about a pattern you've repeated in life, whether in relationships, work, or your health. Ask yourself, how have my expectations and beliefs shaped this experience? How can I start changing my thoughts to transform this reality? By recognizing the impact of your beliefs, you can begin to alter your reflection in the mirror of life. Applying the mirror principle consistently can be challenging, especially when dealing with emotional situations or deeply ingrained patterns. Often, when trying to transform our beliefs and the reality we see reflected, we encounter obstacles like impatience, frustration, and the tendency to fall back into old patterns. These challenges are part of the growth process, but don't need to be permanent barriers. One of the biggest obstacles is impatience. When we start applying the mirror principle, it's natural to want immediate results, but internal transformation takes time. The beliefs that shaped your current reality have been built over years, maybe even a lifetime. Change, therefore, requires continuous practice. Every shift in your perceptions and attitudes is already creating a new reflection, even if you don't yet see external results. Another challenge is the tendency to revert to old patterns. Often, when we're in the process of change, something happens that triggers our old automatic reactions, whether it's a stressful situation or a personal conflict. In these moments, it's easy to think nothing is changing. However, it's precisely in these moments of crisis that real growth happens. To help overcome these challenges, try keeping a journal where you can record your small progress. Even subtle changes, like noticing an emotion before reacting or having a more conscious conversation, are reflections of your progress. Revisit these notes during moments of discouragement to remind yourself that you're on the right path. Also, take daily pauses to practice gratitude, recognizing the small victories along the way. Emotions are like an immediate mirror of our internal reality. Often what we feel, especially negative emotions, reflects a misalignment between what we believe to be true and what we're actually experiencing. In the mirror principle, learning to observe and understand our emotions is key to inner alignment and consequently, external transformation. Negative emotions like anger, fear, or sadness often indicate that something unresolved lies within us. They act as alerts, showing us that something needs attention. Instead of ignoring them, the suggestion here is to face them as opportunities for growth. When you react intensely to a situation, ask yourself, what's being reflected back to me? If you feel envy when you see someone else's success, it might reflect a limiting belief that you're not capable of achieving the same level of accomplishment. By recognizing and transforming this belief, you start to change the reflection. Gratitude is a powerful practice to realign your emotions and your reality. When you focus on what you already have and feel genuine gratitude for it, you adjust your emotional frequency. The reality the mirror reflects begins to resonate with that gratitude, opening the way for more abundance and fulfillment. The practice of gratitude changes the lens through which you view the world, and what you see reflected back is a more aligned and fulfilling life. Whenever you feel a negative emotion, pause and ask, what belief is this reflecting in me? Write down your answers and observe how they evolve over time. Additionally, start or end each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your perspective and, consequently, what the mirror of life reflects back to you. The concept that external reality reflects our internal state is not exclusive to any single tradition or philosophy. Many cultures and spiritual traditions around the world explore this idea, offering different perspectives on how the world around us mirrors our inner being. These traditions teach that true transformation begins from within, and that the way we see and interact with the world is an extension of our mental and emotional state. In Buddhism, we encounter the concept of karma, which suggests that our actions and intentions create effects that return to us. In other words, what we send out into the world comes back to us as a reflection of what we've planted. When we act with compassion, patience, and love, these qualities return to us in the form of positive experiences. The same applies to negative emotions and actions, which create cycles of suffering and pain. Karma, in essence, is a mirror of our past choices and actions reflected in our present reality. In Hindu philosophy, the concept of Maya reminds us that the material world we perceive is an illusion, a projection of our own perceptions and thoughts. Maya teaches that what we see as real is actually a distortion of the ultimate truth, and that our attachments and beliefs keep us trapped in this illusion. Only by awakening to our true spiritual essence can we begin to see beyond the illusory reflection and experience reality as it truly is. These spiritual traditions reinforce the central idea of the mirror principle. External reality is shaped by our internal reality. Regardless of culture or religion, the path to transformation always involves self-knowledge and inner change. By modifying our internal state, we transform what is reflected back to us in the world. What you see reflected in the mirror of life is a direct result of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. You have the power to shape your life based on what exists within you. Each circumstance is an opportunity to take a closer look at your inner self. The situations that impact us the most, whether positively or negatively, are not there by chance. They are showing us something. They are perfect reflections of what we are holding inside. When we acknowledge this, we gain the power to change, to grow, and to create a new reality. The mirror of life is dynamic. It is always reflecting back what you project. When you consciously choose your beliefs and attitudes, you begin to shape a reflection that is more aligned with what you desire. Change doesn't happen all at once. It comes through small daily choices of self-awareness, acceptance, and action. By integrating everything we've explored here, from light and shadow to emotions and spiritual traditions, you become an active creator of the life you wish to live. What do you want to see reflected in the mirror of life? What beliefs and emotions are you ready to transform? Your reality begins within you.